This is a mulberry tree I've got in the ground. Look at the fruit. Mulberries galore. And as I was out here trying to get some air layering done, it's just too wet. The trees are full of water. The ground's wet. Actually, the storm is still in the area, and I can hear thunder. So I'm just walking around looking, assessing some of my work, if you will, things that I'm anticipating, things I'm looking forward to. But I'll give you a little peek here, just because I'm a pretty nice guy like that. Those are elms, or maples rather, Japanese maples, and there's a mixture of reds. There's red in that pot, and you can see the red there. Sorry about the camera movement, mosquitoes. And on the ground, some greens. These are stumps I just dug a few weeks ago. But what I'm showing you here, these are all of the seeds that I germinated in 30 days. Okay, remember the video that I germinated seeds in 30 days, some with and some without the lactobacillus? Now these are not the Trident Maples, but these are the Japanese green maples. These are from seeds that are mixed, like the red here. That's actually a mixed tree, and so they're not true to any named cultivar of the Japanese green maples. The trunks are different colors, which is more indicative of it actually being a true cultivar. But a lot of times the trunk will be green, the leaves will be red, and then the leaves will turn green as the season goes on. But anyway, I'm just showing you all of these trays right here. Okay, you can see right through there, these trays. And these are seedlings that I've had planted in the ground for a while of the Japanese green maples. And again, you can see all of these seedlings, and those again are just from the seeds. I actually just picked them on a lark just to make the video on the 30-day germination kick that I was thinking about, because my deal is the Trident Maples, and I was wanting to force those even quicker and be more consistent about them. Now, don't get me wrong, I got a chocker block full of Trident Maple seedlings to germinate this year. Okay, in the past I was only concerned with germinating 100 or so. Well, we can say I've outdone that tenfold plus. Okay, so it's just putting in the time, putting in the effort, and being sure of what you're doing, being consistent with what you're doing. And I say sure, confident. Okay, and you can get it done. More Trident Maples, root over rock kind of deal there. And there's another root over rock Trident Maple, and that's like what, 4 trees there, root over rock, or in a carved hollowed out rock there. And this is kind of on the side of the rock, but I did carve into the rock to create a pocket for soil to give an extra bit of moisture retention. Anyway, Trident Maples, I'm having fun creating these. I've got a number of these on rock, the Trident Maples, including this right here. That's a Sarissa. by the way. These things are awesome in their first flush of the spring. So I've got to come in here and either deadhead it and cut them back, and it will get another full flush, but nothing as spectacular as the first full flush of the spring when they come out. I mean, it is awesome. But anyway, this little jewel, I'm really expecting to see something out of this. So I just put it together this year, so next year is the earliest, but it's kind of unlikely that I'll raise this next year. You know, I usually go at least 2 years on something sizable like this. Okay, on a small seedling or something like that, I might even do that 6 months during the summertime to see how the roots are growing. But there's a small little juniper on a rock configuration, and you can tell it's growing good. I've got little miniature irises growing in there and weeds, so everything is copacetic, as they say. Another root over rock sarissa. There's a couple of these I keep right here because they'll be pretty much my next work when I get to the sarissas. But here, a little piece of nothing can go a long way. That, matter of fact, let me do this. I'm not sure if that makes it better, but just to break up the background. That's a little piece of rooted cutting of a juniper that I had laying around, and I walked past it several times one day and I said, yep, you need a home. So I grabbed a piece of rock that was just laying around and put this together. Well, it's been a month or more now, and it's still looking good. So this little thing is probably 6 years old now, from a little cutting, pretty much just like that. And that's a Procumbium Nana. Well, actually it looks like the garden juniper, just the Procumbiums prostrata. Procumbiums. But anyway, Procumbium Nana, and it was just a little thing, and that's a tanuki. I've got it secured to that piece of wood, and that's really hanging in there. But again, that was just a little thing like that, just one little piece, and it continues to grow and thrive. I've not repotted it basically since I put it in there. We're talking close to 5 or 6 years now. So but what I do from time to time, other than put it in something large to keep it from tipping over, I will sit it in a tray to soak it and to fertilize it thoroughly from time to time. So other than that, I found a little seedling that came up. That's a ball cypress. Yep, I found it in one of my pots that I had created a bonsai setup, and it shot up out of there, and it's like, what is this? So I took it, and here we have it. I've got something going on here. There's either a blight or this is not getting watered. See those leaves? This is why I walk around in circles most days, just looking and assessing, seeing what's going on. So I'll sit that in that tray between the rain and the water that's coming, and I'll pour water on it also. I'll check it out over the next several days, and I'll be looking for some kind of blight situation. So anyway, just a little look.